Yo, iCirith here with a solo commentary. Oh my god, I can't believe that I'm actually uploading. As you can see, I'm getting much closer to 100 stars, and I've also finally reached the hallowed milestone of 1 FKDR, final kill to death ratio. So now I'm no longer statistically bad, just mediocre. So for the next week, practically all I will be playing is bedwars, and I'll try to hit 100 stars before I go on vacation to Colorado in the beginning of November. Ideally, I can get a prestige video out before I leave, but we'll see about that. Maybe it might take too long to edit, who knows. Worst case scenario, it comes out like the day after I come back from Colorado. Just click that like button to get some more amazing content. Not only does it support me, it's also incredibly satisfying. I mean, come on. Also, if you look at my statistics, the majority of my viewers are subscribed. So if you're like me and have never been cool before in any kind of social group in your life, ever, here's your chance to join the Cool Kids Club. Anyhow, into the video. Real quick, before we really get started, I just want to mention that in this video, we're going to be talking about some pretty dark stuff, including, but not limited to, pedophilia and sexual harassment. If you're not comfortable with that, I implore you to turn off the video instead of getting mad at me. So there seems to be a recurring problem at this point with the Minecraft community and pedophiles. It's kind of become a meme for people outside the Minecraft community to make jokes about Minecraft pedophiles. Even Minecraft people make jokes about Minecraft pedophiles at this point. I mean, first it was Elfrely, like Stampy, the pure childhood, really family-friendly, childhood icon for so many people. His, one of his best friends was a pedophile. Then it was Lion Maker, who was and still is likely the most infamous pedo in the community. He did some really messed up shit with like a 15-year-old. And in more recent times, people like Dahamid, a bridging YouTuber with like 50k subs, Avery, one of the most legendary pot PvP YouTubers of all time, and ArchieBot, one of the owners of Badlion. But the exposed creator of the moment is Jakishi, who apparently just joined the Dream SMP. Now, I haven't barely watched the Dream SMP since Techno's upload schedule died, so I didn't actually know that he had until the stuff about it came out, but apparently he got banned and kicked from the server, well actually kicked then banned, from the server like 48 hours after he joined it because of this. What I'm referring to is that multiple girls have made twit-longers accusing this guy of doing some pretty messed up stuff. I'll read a portion of one of them right now with a screenshot here. I honestly never thought I would ever share my story publicly like this. This is something I hate to have to do, but I feel like I should and need to speak out about my experience with Demetrius/Jakishi in light of recent events. This is going to be hard, and I'm scared. But I can't stay silent and watch him gain a platform of other young girls this could possibly happen to. Which, by the way, that was like my first thought, was pretty much like, why wait until now? And then I was like, wait a minute, that's probably why. This all started in October of 2016 when I was 13 years old and he was 17. I met him through Minecraft and a mutual friend. We started talking and progressively got really close. We talked every day and eventually started dating in December 2016. Long story short, we broke up in March 2017 and stopped talking for a while. We started talking again in January 2018 and became even closer than we were before. We were best friends, and he was there for me when nobody else was. He made me feel safe. I trusted him and truly believed he cared about me. Our relationship turns from best friends to sexual really quickly. He constantly asked me for sexual favors, including nudes and videos. We exchanged pictures multiple times. He asked me for pictures every day and saved the pictures I had sent to him on a folder on his computer, which, by the way, that's technically child pornography. He could be arrested for that. At this time, I was 14 and he was 19. He was streaming on Twitch during this time, and I supported him through everything. I even edited his stream highlight videos and modded for him. Then we started dating again in May of 2018. I broke up with him shortly after this, but he wanted to continue being friends with benefits, which, why did you have to steal Seinfeld's words for that? With me. He still wanted nudes from me and wanted to do things in Discord calls as well. I vocally told him I didn't want to do this, but he asked and begged me anyways, so I did, despite not wanting to. He made sexual comments about me and my body, made jokes, and even talked about sex in detail all the time. Even when I told him I was uncomfortable with it. He made many jokes, even on his streams, about me turning 16 because it was legal in his state. He wanted to make plans to visit me where I lived, and we actually almost met up in California. He explained to me what he wanted me to do with me when we met up, describing sexual activities in detail. Since it was illegal, he made me promise not to tell anyone if it happened. It would have happened over the summer of 2018, and I would have been 14. Him being 20 at the time, since his birthday is in May. After a while, I expressed to him again that I was extremely uncomfortable and that it wasn't normal for someone who's just strictly my friend to act this way towards me. I told him many times that we were just friends and absolutely nothing else. He'd stop for a week and then continue harassing me and begging me for nudes and other things again. No matter how many times I told him I was uncomfortable and wanted him to stop, he didn't. So I think that we can agree that if this is true, it's really messed up. To be fair, we have not yet heard anything from Jikishi himself about it. I know there already may be that one guy in the comments like, but Kirith, he's a groomer, not the victim. Well, yeah, but look at what happened with Intel like a month or two ago. Knowing only one side, like half the community, jumps to conclusions about Eli. Once his side of the story came out, though, a lot of people did change their mind, especially since his side did prove that Asian Persuasion, his accuser, was lying about a lot of stuff and also equally culpable to the situation. But in truth, Eli and Asian were 20 and 17, which is honestly pretty normal, especially because they never even met up or did anything physical. Jikishi, as you guys know from the Twit Longer, from Chaotic Jaden, there was like an age gap of 20 and 14. That's not acceptable. I mean, 6-year age gap's only really get acceptable when you're like both in your mid-20s at least. You're both over 25, I think, in my opinion. So this is a much more serious situation anyway. Now, personally, I don't really think that there's any reason for these girls to be lying. Like, they aren't getting clout from this. I don't think they're going to gain that many Twitter followers or anything. And honestly, if that really is what's happening and they are lying about it, that is just deplorable because it brings legitimacy away from actual victims. But I highly doubt it. I think they're telling the truth. I'm not saying that Jikishi certainly did these things. I'm just saying that given the information we have right now, it seems very, very likely. But honestly, it's really fricked up that we even have to talk about this as a community still. It's been 6 years since the Lion Maker, but people just keep popping up as a community. And like Advisor, whose video on this actually made me aware of it, could probably do a weekly upload schedule at this point if he wanted to, right? Eventually, I hope we as a community can do better, right? Most of us are around the age of these girls, like when they were assaulted, harassed, etc. Can we please just be a normal community? You don't hear this about like the Fortnite community before like everybody's 12 in the Fortnite community. But anyway, yeah. It's just messed up.